Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How's family?
Oh, it's family. It's all stay safe, stay connected.
Sanjay.
So how are you? आप कैसे हो? क्या हाल है?
Bas, all is well. Our session is going on these days, and I'm also chairing one of the committee, finance committee. Yeah, so finance committee is meeting pretty much like 3 days a week these days. So
wow, that's good.
Just hearing from the businesses, like impacts all the businesses had due to COVID-19.
Okay. So how things are going to reopen?
Reopen, I think most likely, most of the regions are open now, but Peel region, I'm expecting maybe next week. We'll hear some announcement Monday afternoon.
Wow, that's good. We are looking forward for that.
Yes, yeah. So Peel is the only.
We are expecting. We are expecting a big open, we are expecting for boat race, all 15 more people open, like at least 200 people.
Oh yeah, nice. So like, what's
That's
your
what
plan?
we're expecting. I don't know what's happening.
Still going ahead with the boat race, or like what's going on?
Yes, we are going. We are everything ready. We are set. We just want to know city say okay, everything okay, go ahead. Right now they have 50 people, I think. 50 or 20, I don't know how much now, but Patrick said they will make increase maybe 50, then maybe 200, something like that. 200 range come, we are okay. We can put some restriction and we can start.
Not for the sports activities. I think we still need to wait for another month.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll have a clear picture. But for sports activities, it's not 50 people as of now.
Yeah, correct. Because we are waiting for a province to say that 1-to-1 is fine, but for a large gathering, I think what you said was right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not 403.
Okay, Madam, can you start a welcome speech now? Minister will join us later, so our MPP will start addressing things and we'll start.
Okay, so do we have the minister also here now?
Madam?
Do we have the minister also right now here? No?
No.
So shall we continue? Shall we go ahead with our MPP?
We can wait for another 2-3 minutes if you want. What time is joining?
Mr. Kurian, what time is he joining?
I think Korean's is on mute or something. We can't hear you. Korean,
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So Mr. Sandhu was asking you a question as to what time is the minister going to join us.
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay.
So he's telling us to wait for another 5 minutes and then go ahead. Is that correct, Mr. Sandhu?
Yes.
Okay.
Your voice is breaking down. I'm not sure.
Yeah, voice is breaking down. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. So Korean Ji said, let's just wait for 5 minutes, and then Sarkar will join.
No, actually, Sanjay, we can start it now with MVP, so he can join later. So we don't have to hold people too much long, right? We can start now.
Okay.
Tell Madam to give a welcome speech. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So good evening. I'm going to invite the member of the parliament, Amarjot Sandhu. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and a warm welcome to this evening function to be with us in the Zoom and to talk about the boat race and sports event during the COVID-19. So we are extremely grateful that you have taken the time for this to come to join with us here. We are grateful to you, Minister, for sparing time to face this petition. And I hope we all can listen to what you have to say, and we look forward for that. Welcome, Amarjot Sandhu.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Great to see many familiar faces. I remember last time at the boat, we had a great fun. But there's a lot of disturbance.
Yeah, I'm just muting all the.
Mute all of them.
Yeah, mute all of them, and then you can unmute who is speaking.
Yeah.
So remember.
Sorry. So I'm just. Can you mute yourself? Okay. Go ahead.
Unmute here. Yeah.
Okay.
So again, once again, good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here on Saturday afternoon, and it's great to see all the familiar faces here. I remember attending the boat race last year in 2019, and trust me, it was a great event, and it was full of entertainment, and the enthusiasm among the participants was incredible. This year, all the celebrations look very different. We're celebrating most of our cultural events virtually. I had a Eid celebration last month, and most of our even committee meetings are going through the Zoom conference. So time has changed, but it's good to have this technology that we're taking advantage of. We're still in the midst of global COVID-19 pandemic, and still working together. Our medical experts are working day and night, and we have seen the decline in the cases. Now cases are going down every day. So Premier is now working. Our government is working on now reopening the province, and we're doing it gradually in a responsible way. Most of the regions have been open now, uh, but Peel region, unfortunately, we still have a lot of cases in Peel region. So hopefully there will be some positive announcements Monday afternoon, and we can go in phase 2 as well. Brampton Boat Race, as always, plays a vital role in promoting Kerala's heritage and bringing our communities together. I always say that we're blessed to live in such a country where diversity is our strength. We have a wonderful diversity of different cultures, different backgrounds, and different faiths, and we always come together as a community to celebrate these type of festivals. And thank you, my friend Kurian. He's working very hard. I remember attending your event. I think it was in January, back in January or December, right? It was a great event that time as well. So I hope to join you again. I haven't registered my team, but I would maybe I will take part in Mr. Sakaria's team. I'll join him in his team.
Mhm.
So look forward for a productive discussion here. And thank you so much for having me.
Is it back to Lata Menon?
Yes, Mr. Sanjay. So is the minister joined us?
Uh,
Hello. Thank you, Amarjot Singh, MVP. Is one of our best friends for Bantam Malayali Samajam. He's always helping us for our boat race event. And today, the last minute yesterday, he said he will join with us. He's supposed to join with us, sports minister, but some program happened changed, so he'll join with us today. And this is a good day for us to know what's happening in our boat race in future in this COVID time. Same time, other sports sets. Soon, Minister Sarkaria will join us, and he will explain us what is the situation of the small businesses happening in Ontario. How can government can help or some, things like that. And we are expecting Minister Sarkaria soon. Right now, I have my friend Prasad Nair here. I would like to ask Prasad Nair to say a few words. Prasad Nair.
Sorry, I was on mute, so I just wanted to come out of mute. So thank you very much. Honorable MPP Amarjit Singh Ji and every respected guest here. So I just wanted to, I'm not going to take much time. I just wanted to offer all our supports from Mississauga Kerala Association and the Kerala community and my membership for a successful boat race this year. We really wanted to see that this is happening, and it's in fact our tradition, and it's always fun to be together and celebrating together, and it's our cultural icon. And the Brampton Malayali Samajam is organizing this event for past several years. So it would be really going to be a loss if we are unable to do it this year due to COVID. But my hope is that there will be adequate safety measures, and we can influence. We may be able to get some positive news from public health, arranging or helping us to do this event in a successful manner. I think all the leaders in this meeting, my expectation is that together we should work together to making sure that this is happening. And I have greater confidence in Korean's leadership abilities, especially when it comes to finding creative ways to ensure that the public safety is an important aspect, and at the same time, we as a province cannot shut down everything for a quite long period of time, which will have a very negative impact on people's life. So it's all been part of it. In fact, previously my discussions back with Kurian, I still remember last year he even mentioned that to make this as more of an Ontario celebration. This is a boat race and it's becoming an Ontario celebration, so that it's not just for Malayali community or for.
Oh, sorry. I think what happened to Prasad? Let me check with Prasad.
I'm sorry. It looks like I lost my connection in between.
You're
Hello?
good. Okay, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. No, what I'm saying is that last year when we had a discussion that with the Korean about making this event, it's more of an Ontario event, and it's a major tourist attraction for Brampton and also for Ontario. So, and I like to see this event to grow as in that way that promotes tourism. It promotes more revenue to the city. It promotes more revenue to Ontario. And we all as Ontarians can proudly say that yes, this is for Kerala, part of a Kerala culture. But that's the beauty of being in Canada, that we celebrate each other's culture, and we are contributing to our community, and it's creating long-standing impact. And the leaders here, definitely, I think it's in the same page. And wishing all of you all the best. And I know it's very difficult. We are all living in a self-isolation world. I'm in fact in visiting a family member right now. That's why you may see that I'm wearing some mask and other stuff. So anyhow, wishing all the best to this team, and I greater confidence in the leadership of Korean. And I hope that especially the support from Amarjot Singh Sasaduji, and then also from our minister. And I know Patrick Brown is very involved. So I'm not. I like to extend the good wishes and good thoughts, and I like to see that August will be a really good space that we are reopening our province with as much as possible. Thank you.
I think Kurinji, you're on mute.
Okay, next I would like to introduce Dr. Shahina Kishore for a 1-minute speech.
Dr. Shahina. Okay. So I think you're on mute. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm so thankful to invite me in this meeting. My best wishes are with you, and it will be very exciting to see this year, this boat race, and all the traditions and beautiful occasion we will enjoy, and my best wishes are with you. Thank you so much.
Please, Miki Gulati, she's one of the leader in Brampton. She's TV too.
Pardon me?
Miki Gulati, please.
Yes, I'm there, Kurian.
Yes.
Yes. Hi, Shahina. I
Hi.
know this year, and to everybody out there in the room, this is Vicky, and I'm running a cosmetology school from Mississauga, and plus I have my own television channel, and the respectable dignitaries from the provincial government here, as well as the ministers who are about to join the meeting, thank you very much for supporting Brampton. And thank you, Kurian, for this wonderful initiative that you have taken. Of course, I'm very forgetful. You have invited me a couple of times personally, but all the very best for the future ventures with any kind of project that you take. And any help I can be of, I'm there always. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, just 1 minute I will take that. I'm talking from the Kishore Tony Peace Foundation for working for human rights. We are always with you, and whatever help you need, we will be there. And our support is full-fledged with you. Thank you.
I invite Moshi Vik. She's here. Moshi. Hey, Moshi.
Hello. Hello. Hi, everyone. This is Mokshi here. And thank you, Korean ji, for inviting me to say a few words about this upcoming boat race. And we are all excited. This is going to be my first time actually attending the boat, and I'm really excited. And all the best to you and the team. Just to introduce myself, I'm a director of a not-for-profit organization and a full-time realtor. I'm based in Brampton and been a Brampton resident since 2002. So I've seen Brampton really growing from such a small community to a large community now, and good to be a part of the diverse community that we have in Brampton. And
Thank you. Mhm.
yeah, and Koreanji, we are all supporting your boat race, and I really wish that this time it should happen because we are all at home and we're looking forward to meet everybody and celebrate this event with you.
Thank you. I have one more guest from Ottawa, Mr. Biju George. I think he's in a meeting, I think.
I know. Kurian,
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
thank you very much for inviting me to this committee meeting. And this is one of the multicultural events Canada can expect from the migrant community here. Canada's base programs for multiculturalism should expand with the Brampton boat race. India is one of the best example for multicultural. Last 2000 years, we had many different races, many different communities live together happily without any problem. So this kind of functions, this kind of celebrations can bring people together. People can celebrate together. Other communities can join and enjoy such festivities. This can be a major tourism attraction, as Prasad Nair said. This is a great example for unity in diversity. So thank you, Kurian, for all. And my friend Navjot Sindhu and best regards and all. Thank you.
Okay, right now our minister is here. And I want to say, Madam Leda Menon, please give one more welcome for him, please. Our main guest here.
Surely, Kurinji, and I invite and welcome our Honorable Minister Prabmeet Sarkaria, the member of, and we welcome him to this for the COVID-19 for this boat race. We look forward to what his input is. As everyone has spoken today, everyone is looking forward for this boat race in August. And to, after we had this lockdown, and people are looking forward to come together and to have this wonderful day in the boat race. And people, that's the multiculturalism which we are promoting here in Brampton. All the members of the Brampton to this boat race. So we really need an input from our Honorable Minister Prabmeet Sarkaria, and also about talking about the businesses, what is going to reopen and how it's going to be, and how the government is going to support. We have heard enough. Every day we will be waiting to listen. I've heard about him in the news when he comes at 1 o'clock with our premier. So today we are going to have in the Zoom. So even in spite of his busy schedule, he has come forward and to give us to speak about this. And welcome Honorable Minister Prabmeet Sarkaria.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and thank you for having me here today, Korean as well. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this again as well. I know you have been doing a lot of great work setting up. All of you have been doing great work to set up for the boat race that was coming up. I was very excited also to put my team in with Amarjot Sandhu, my MPP. He's from Brampton West. He's also on the line. We were going to race and we were going to participate in the race as well. So we're very excited. We hope we can still get to that at some point. I see a lot of other familiar faces as well, all the way from Ottawa. Bijou as well. Good to see you again. I remember we had a good chat last time I was up there in Ottawa, so a lot of familiar faces. But I think you guys are absolutely right in terms of, this race is really about bringing everybody together, bringing everyone together, a multicultural event. I attended last year as well in Brampton, where we had so many, teams from all across Ontario. We had, the city of Brampton participating as well, elected members participating in the race. So it's all about bringing people together. And I think when we're talking about COVID, we need that more than ever now. And so as we look into the next phases of COVID, stage 2, for example, in Ottawa, Bijou, you guys are ahead of us in Peel. So you guys have, you've started to reopen the economy there. Unfortunately, in Peel, we haven't, because we have higher cases in Brampton and in Mississauga, so we had to scale back. So we're still a little bit behind from you guys, but we're hopeful that in the next couple of days, as the numbers trend down, we can get more of the economy up here running as well. And so when it comes to phase 2, and when it comes to phase 3 even, which will take place after phase 2 is officially complete. When we look at events, whether it's boat races, when we look at businesses that can open, there's a lot of criteria that has to go into it. Some of the criteria is, will this cause community spread? How safely can we participate or go to these businesses or these activities without increasing the risk substantially of COVID spreading? When we talk about anything outdoors, I think being the risk of transmission as well, as from what our public health officials have told us. That's why, even in phase 2, we see a lot more, we see businesses that are allowed to open. So for example, restaurants, but they have to have outside dining. So that's a bit safer. So when we look at events like boat races, sporting events outside, that bodes well for those type of events in particular, because we really want to see some of that normalcy come back into our lives. When we also look at phase 2 and phase 3, we all have to recognize that it will never be, it's not going to be normal again for quite some time. We're not going to be in the pre-COVID era until we really legitimately have a vaccine. And we need to be able to keep our children safe. We need to keep ourselves safe. But if we can all take the necessary steps that our public health officials are telling us, the steps that our medical officers, our medical team is telling us, then we can be positioned in a lot better format moving forward. And that's where we really want to do, is we really want to rely on the evidence, take advice from our health professionals, and be able to move forward in a way that will keep everyone safe, and also in a way that's going to support getting the economy back running again, businesses back up and running again, as well as getting community events back up and running again. One of the biggest things we've seen is because of COVID, the restrictions on gatherings, the restrictions on people being together, those have very much limited a lot of what in the summer has been, whether it was the barbecues, the picnics, everyone coming together, celebrating, the tug of war, all of that stuff has been put on hold for now because of COVID. So we're making a lot of sacrifices personally, but the one thing that we can look at and see and feel good about is the fact that, when we look at other countries, you look at south of the border and you compare, Ontario's response to what they have, you see, a massive difference where we've been able to control the spread of COVID. Florida is almost as big as Ontario. Ontario is almost as big as Florida, probably 2/3 the size. In the last 2 or 3 days, they've recorded, 6,000 or 5,000 to 6,000 new cases of COVID just in the last 2 days. But if you look at Ontario, over the 6-day rolling average is, under 200 cases per day. So everything that we're doing, listening, we're, the measures that we're taking is keeping us safe, is ensuring that we won't have issues going forward. But we all have to stay very vigilant, and we still have to be very, very careful. The biggest impact has obviously been on businesses across the province. And, we've been trying to do whatever we can to support them, both from the provincial side and the federal side. There's a small business loan that's out there, $40,000 for small businesses, 10,000 of which is you can get as a grant if you pay back in a certain amount of time. The commercial rent assistance program that we put forward, helping businesses cover up to 75% almost of their rents if their businesses are down 70% in revenue. When we look at, we've also launched a new initiative called Digital Main Street. So if you have a business and you need to take it online, or you need some money to help you support some grants to update software products, you can apply to Digital Main Street and you can get some of that money to help boost your businesses as well. And that was about a $57 million commitment just for Ontario, between both Ontario and the federal government as well. That was something that we rolled out not too long ago. We were keeping hydro prices low for our small businesses, trying to make sure that even in our houses, we have a flat peak rate that doesn't increase the cost, because all of us are staying at home now. Usually during 9 to 5 p.m. we have very high rates of use, and so that's where we got to be careful. So as a government, we want to do anything and everything to make sure our businesses stay strong, make sure our people are healthy, strong. We put $17 billion in March to help small businesses and people, whether it was through education, whether it was through healthcare primarily. Increased our budgets significantly to support all of those industries and all of those individuals. And so that's where I think we can all, be very, work very well together, continue working together, and really hope that down the road we can come out of this much stronger. In terms of the boat race, I don't have a specific answer right now as to whether, it will be officially allowed to go on or what the restrictions will be on it. Everything is going to be day by day, week by week, month by month. So I know we're scheduled to have the boat race in August. So one of the things that we're going to monitor very closely is, that will be that is going to be of importance for us in this specific event is the gathering number. How many people can be together at a certain place. Right now, it's still restricted to 10. I'm not sure if that restriction is going to increase or not. Those are going to be discussions with our public health officials. But I do think the fact that, this is an outdoor event, this is an event where, we can take the necessary precautions, a team sport. There's stuff that we can look forward to and really advocate to see from a public health lens if we're able to get this annual event going again. But I'm committed to, as well as Amarjot Sandhu, MPP from Brampton West, we'll do anything we can to talk with our public health officials so they can know exactly the type of event, what's going to be going on there, what's going to be happening there, so they can help take that into consideration when they're making their decisions and advising us as a government as to what we should be allowed to do and what we shouldn't be allowed to do. But ultimately, it really comes down to health and safety. We want to make sure everyone's healthy. We want to make sure everybody's safe and that we don't increase the risk of exposure to COVID in the coming days.
Hello?
Yeah.
I think there's a disconnection.
Hello?
Yeah. I think there's a disconnection at Minister's end. Just give it a few minutes for him to connect.
Yeah, he's
Is it connected?
disconnected. Maybe
Yeah, the screen is frozen. I'll just give it a minute for him to respond.
it's disconnected. Yeah. Meanwhile, he coming. Coming, welcome. Is Paul Carapoli there? Paul?
Is that Paulo?
Mr. Paul is there?
We have someone. We have someone by Paulos. Is that the one?
Minister left or?
I don't see much,
Sanjay,
but
Sanjay?
yeah. Can you hear me?
Paul is Paul Karapalli.
Paul Corporal here?
Yes, I think. Paulos.
It's there, but it's still I can see.
Yeah.
Crystal Amanal there?
Chris is in.
Hi, Chris, say something.
Chris.
Hello. Hi,
Hello.
can you hear me? Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Honorable Minister. Good evening, Mr. Sandhu. And good evening to everyone present here. Sorry, I had my daughter by my side. That's why just the delay. Thank you very much, Mr. Kurian, for inviting me. And
Minister Bike.
sorry?
Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, so just a big thank you to Mr. Kurian for inviting me. And as a lawyer, as a member of the community, I'm happy to be of help, and I'm always supportive of all initiatives that can be helpful to the community. So thank you very much.
Sorry, Minister is back now.
Sorry, yeah,
Welcome back.
my power went out, so it disconnected.
Okay.
My apologies.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
No, but I was just finishing up there, and I said, whatever we can do to help and support to all of you, please don't hesitate to reach out. We want to make sure that if there's anything that can be done on our end to get your, whether it's about the boat race or even anything else in the community, anything we can do to help you elevate those conversations to the regional health officers within our areas, we'd be more than happy to do that. So if there's anything else, please do let us know. I'm more than happy to help. All of you have been great supporters, great helpers, and we want to see the community get back to doing what they always do. So all of us, we've struggled quite a bit through COVID, and we need to stick together for a bit longer, but wherever we can make the necessary changes to help, and as long as they're safe and approved by the field medical officers, health officers, we'd love to be able to do that.
Yeah. Any questions to Minister, please? Anybody?
Yes, Mr. Honorable Minister. This is Lata Menon here. So I would like to just find out, as you had already mentioned about, we hear the day-to-day news every day. You come on 1 o'clock and then you give us the update on what the new businesses are going to open and how much the government is going to help. And first of all, I have to thank you all, because I'm from Brampton Malayali Samaj, and especially Kurianji, who made this effort to make all of us to come on the Zoom. So it's a great effort by Kurianji, who's a great community support. He is a community worker, and a community, really a support from him is there. So having said all that, I wanted to say is that, would you think that next week will the Peel, York and the Windsor will be open for small businesses, like which the restaurants, as you said, some of them are still not open, which we are going to enter into stage 2. So is that that next week we would get a good news that whether we could enter into stage 2? And what about the cases? I wanted to know whether the cases have increased or is it still the same? So is that what I just wanted to hear from you? That is my question here, I think.
Unmute it.
Oh, sorry about that. I was muted. My apologies. I was muted there. No, great questions. Both of those are very good questions. And so the first part of it is, the first question was, are we going to go into phase 2 here in Peel next week? What we needed to see, and the numbers,